from all Atmas. Today, Tuesday, in the quest of learning the 9 main religious philosophies of the world. On Sunday, we have seen Judaism and Christianity. Monday, we have seen Hinduism, Bhagavad Gita. And now Tuesday, we are going to see the religious philosophy about the Jainism. So here, mainly touch upon the human psychology and how we have to tread in the path of righteousness to attain Jivan Mukti. Here, all the practical aspects of life have been told in this Jainism philosophy. Here, first it touches upon about the soul. It says, soul is the begetter of both happiness and sorrow. It is its own friend when it treads in the path of righteousness, and its own enemy when it treads in the forbidden path. So, this soul, the Atma, is governed by Atma is a witness, but all the actions of Atma are carried out by our intellect, buddhi. By sensing with our 5 senses, which are the gateway for the external, to connect with the external objects or people. So, when we have to fulfill our duty, as long as we live in this world, when we are wake up, our eyes are open and it sees the external world. And while seeing the external world, it gets attracted by the objects, the scenes, the people. The reactions with these things which get stored in the subconscious mind, it gets reflected back when you see the same thing again. And the past experience of good or bad, that will be reflected back, and that brings the happiness or sorrow when we see a person or things which is because of the past experience stored in the subconscious mind get reflected back on the conscious mind. So this happiness or sorrow is experienced by the karta, the soul, with the tool of the intellect. So if it treats in the path of righteousness, when you are kind towards all, forgiveness, generosity, universal love towards all, always be honest, diligent, beautiful, then your mind will be always happy and calm at all times. When you take the forbidden path of cheating, telling lies, this adds guiltiness and you can't able to find peace. You feel sorry for the mistake you do. Fight with your own self. What is the use in fighting the external force? Difficult it is to conquer your own self, it says. Fight with your own self, it says. Because whenever we are involved in fulfilling our duties, our mind gets dragged away by the external objects of attractions. Though the soul wants to fulfill its duty, it cannot do on its own. It needs the buddhi in the mind consciousness. The student wants to score good marks and he put all efforts, but still his mind gets dragged away when he sits for study. It drags him to watch the movie or watch the cricket match happening or do chatting in the WhatsApp and Facebook. Like that, he's being dragged away. Though sincerely want to put effort. So these are all the attractions that drags away a person from fulfilling his duties. So when you do Atma Vicharana after some time, you feel bad that you could not able to achieve. So first thing is, that's why in Jainism they say, fight with your own self. Here self means Atma, not Atma alone. Atma governed by your intellect, buddhi, in the mind consciousness, how it reacts to the with these five senses in the external world. So ultimate karta is soul, because as long as the karmas are accumulated, the soul has to take births after births. But this karma's accumulation or release is based on how the intellect in the mind consciousness with the five senses that is being attracted by the external objects of worldly pleasures, it gets dragged away. So we have to fight. The Atma has to fight. The self has to fight to see that it controls all these things. Your buddhi, your mind consciousness, your five senses, and its attraction to the. You have to ensure that it won't get attracted to the external objects of Maya pressures. That's why he says, fight with your own self. That means how it is possible. Only when you do Atma Vicharana. Every event, without your knowledge, your buddhi drags you away towards the attraction of the Maya world. And you commit mistakes. You feel sorrow. You feel anger for not getting that. You feel self-angry for your inability to get that happiness, get the product or whatever thing. So, if you want to remain calm at all times, if you want to remain unattached, it is the basic crux of the karma theory. See, when you are doing your duty, if you get attracted, automatically karma accumulates. The duty which you are doing to release karmas, it leads to attracting more karmas to you. That is because you have to fight with your enemy, that is your own soul, and these elements connected with the soul. You see that you brought in the control. Fight with your own self. What is the use of fighting with external force? The people always go and find fault with others and find the external enemies. No, the main enemy is inside you. Your ego, your ignorance. These things has to be removed by taking your buddhi to the Atma and divine conscious level. When the senses come under control. Difficult it is to conquer your own soul. Though you know the path that you have to take your buddhi into Atma consciousness, from there to supreme consciousness, by which I can control the mind, which which results in the mind getting controlled, and you are able to face the situations in life calmly without any attachment. So conquering your own self means conquering your own buddhi, senses, ego. All these things we have to conquer so that the Atma fulfill its duties and releases its karma and move in the path of Jivan Mukti. Oh man, you are your own friend. Why do you seek the company of other friends? So that's what he says. You go deep inside, your friend is inside you. That is Paramatma. Go to him and ask him, what is the cause for various problems in life? He will give answer for everything. So he is the greatest friend inside you. Don't go after searching friends outside, he says. Control and conquer your own self. So first you have to control yourself and conquer your own self. Conquer from what? Conquer your negative attitude. Conquer from ego. Conquer from mind getting diverted to external world. You have to conquer. By doing so, you will be liberated from all the miseries and sorrows. So when you control your mind, when you control your own self, how it is possible? By taking your buddhi deep into Atma and Supreme Conscious level, by which you can able to understand the events, the cause for the events and its reactions, and nothing but path for release of karma. Without attachment, let me do my duty with wholeheartedness. without any expectation. Means this karma gets gradually released, and that will liberate you from all the miseries and sorrows, and also take you in the path of attaining mukti. So this is the crux of the first stage of what is Atma, what is the soul, and soul is a mixture of soul, intellect, subconscious mind, conscious mind, then various levels of consciousness, ego, five senses. All this together form the soul. In that, the karta is the Atma, and it can do only with these things. And these things are dragged by the external Maya. Then the karta cannot do anything. It has to suffer with additional karmas and take birth as a birth without any scope for renunciation. So we have to understand this truth to conquer our own self by going deep into ourselves. In the depth of the silence inside you, you hear the voice of God. Similarly, when you go deep inside, He will give answers for all your negativities and how to avoid a karma. So this is the first stage of what is the soul that has been explained in Jainism philosophy. We will see the various aspects of Jainism philosophy in next session. Thank you.